sports and everything in between. CC's got the jokes, Keith's got the stats. Hit the play button. It's time for the show. Get ready to dive deep into the sports entertainment world. The Sports Bros Podcast, where the fun never stops. Join CC and Keith as they reach for the top. Discussing games and stats, it's time to play. The Sports Bros Podcast are here to stay. The three-pointers, they cover it all. Luca's favorite podcast, 45 is on the call, saying it's tremendous for America's wall. Luke Bryan chiming in, saying, hey y'all. Chip thunderstorms, epic tornado fall. Tommy Locke picking spreads as he makes his call. Jerry's on the show to confuse us all. Jason Statham bringing a new meaning to fear. Jesse the Body doing his best to keep his name clear. Keith's passion for sports, CC's hilarious calls. The Sports Bros Podcast, one for all. The Sports Bros Podcast, where the fun never stops. Join CC and Keith as they reach for the top. Discussing games and stats, it's time to play. The Sports Bros Podcast are here to stay. The Sports Bros Podcast, where the fun never stops. Join CC and Keith as they reach for the top. Discussing games and stats, it's time to play. The Sports Bros Podcast are here to stay.
Program contains coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
And now it's time for the Sports Bros. Without any further ado, here are your hosts, Cece and Keith.
Welcome, everybody, to another exciting edition of the Sports Bros, the number one sports podcast in Rendon, number two in Louisville, but always number one in your heart. I am, of course, the unofficial official mayor of Rendon and the 2023 Fantasy Football Champion. My name is CC. Always alongside with me is my buddy. He is the Matthew McConaughey at Lake Louisville in the Kenny Rogers of sports betting. He is also the 2024 Fantasy Football Champion. His name is Keith. And Keith, aloha, brother. How's it?
How's it, brah?
Listen, you know, you got a title to defend on your fantasy football, and the good thing is today's episode we will be having some fantasy football breakdowns. I know a lot of people are going to be doing their drafts this week. Your boys here, the defending champions.
Yeah.
We know a thing or two about some fantasy football. We'll tell you who to draft and who to stay away from. It'll be great.
Live on the waiver wire, baby.
Live on the waiver wire, he says. Screw a quarterback. You can always get a quarterback any week that you want, right? That's your
Kicker
with
with your number one pick.
And defense.
And defense.
Lots to get into the show today. We have the AP 25 that just came out this past Monday. We'll discuss that. Week 2 of the NFL preseason with the Cowboys last night taking on the Ravens. We got some other games that we're going to talk about. I think our Rangers may be done. It's not looking good. We may have to put on the Brew Crew because they are streaking, my friend. Franchise record, 14 wins in a row for the Milwaukee Brewers. We'll get into that and a lot more to get into. It's going to be great. There was some sort of a meeting between two leaders in Alaska that we'll be talking about as well that went down.
Really well. It went absolutely
really well.
tremendous. I like
47, 47 maybe coming on to discuss that. That would be tremendous. I'm telling you, it's going to be tremendous. But let's get right into the show. Let's talk about the college football. We got a couple stories in college football before the season starts. Let's start with the top 25. Here we go. There you see it. The top 25 is out, my friend. And the Texas Longhorns are number 1.
All right.
However, first time in college football history that the number 1 team will be the underdog going into week 1, as they are going to be taking on number 3 Ohio State. Little bit of a, little bit of a FU to Ohio State, the defending national champions. Not only did they not get number 1, but Penn State outbeat them for the number 2 spot. What are your thoughts on this? Ohio getting the jib?
Look, man, I guess these AP guys know something better than we do, maybe. I mean, I don't know, because how could you possibly rank the team that won it all at number 3 to start the season by 2 teams that I think they're better than? So unless they know something I don't know about this OU offense or defense, they got the staff.
I mean, you watch a lot of college football.
I watch more college football than a lot of people watch.
You should be voting on the top 25 of college football.
Surprisingly, they didn't even call me and ask my opinion.
They didn't even call me either. That was surprising. Oh.
That's not surprising.
Wait, what?
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, so week 1 is right around the corner. It's going to be so fantastic. Can't wait. We are going to have the Queen of College Football on week 1, of course, and we're going to make our picks on week 1. It's going to be tremendous. It's going to be absolutely tremendous. Any surprises that you're looking at here on this top 25?
I mean, look, Illinois at number 12. That's surprising a little bit. They had a good team last year. I get it, but I mean, look, I think all in all, other than the top 3 spots, I think they kind of got it nailed here a little bit.
What about the Red Raiders over there popping in at number 23?
I see that. I mean, I like seeing Texas teams up here in the top 25, so I won't bitch about it. But no, it looks good, man. Tennessee at 24, that's kind of low.
That is. I'm worried about the Georgia Bulldogs, of course. Hi, girl. Our Bulldogs number 5. We'll see. But this is obviously going to change after week 1. This is what's so great about week 1, because not only do you have Ohio State versus Texas, you have Miami versus Notre Dame. You got Alabama against Clemson. Alabama against Florida State. Then you got LSU against Clemson. I mean, by the time week 2 comes around, this thing is going to already be totally changed.
Well, I mean, after week 1, yeah, you could have an instant flip where Ohio State is now the number 1 team, or Texas could remain in that spot and Ohio State could drop down, So, I mean, It's a lot of implications in week 1 this year. You don't see that every season where, you got a top 1 and top 3 team facing off. So it's a big matchup week 1 for both these teams. It'll indicate how the rest of their season is going to play and where they're going to sit for the season. So Can't wait for that one, man.
Yep. Other college football news is Michigan. It's the NCAA fines Michigan $10 million in the stealing sign scandals, if you remember, Pat, a couple of years ago, especially during their national championship season. That's why Jim Harbaugh kind of said, yeah, peace out. Yeah. He knew this was coming. Michigan gets fined $10 million, and they suspend Coach Sharon Moore for a 3rd game as punishment for his sign stealing investigation. So there you go.
Like $10 million to a program like Michigan is a drop in the bucket, man. Sorry, but that's not really much of a fine. I mean, they had to do something, though. They had to do something to make sure that everyone knows that it's not acceptable.
Not acceptable. All right, let's move on to the NFL. Let's pro it up.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, there it is. Week 2 of the NFL preseason. Ravens destroy the Cowboys 31-13. Joe Milton goes 9 for 8, 122 yards and an interception. Dude, he was just awful last night. I watched the game, and his accuracy was way off. That interception was. Why did you even throw that ball?
Yeah.
Why would you even throw that ball?
Young rookie mistakes, man. That's what they do.
A lot of rookie mistakes during this game, and I could just see Dak over there grinning from ear to ear, be like, "Yeah, I ain't going nowhere, man. I ain't going nowhere."
Seriously.
But
I mean,
our boy Cooper Rush, did you see him ball
yeah,
out last night
I
with the
think he
Ravens?
had, I think he had a pick also though.
Did have a pick, but
That's all right.
Rush. It's
He's no Andy
my
Dalton.
redheaded, yeah, my redheaded stepbrother.
Yeah.
Got to keep it real, man. Got to keep it real. Other games around the NFL, real quick. The number one pick, Cam Ward. They sputtered. They were terrible. Two for 7, 42 yards on 11 plays. Titans, however, do beat the Falcons 23-20. It's an awful game for the number one pick, Cam Ward. My sleeper team, bro. Even though it's preseason, the Broncos beat up on the Cardinals 27-7.
You got to take all these scores with a grain of salt, man. These are
I
just
know,
the
it's
young kids
preseason.
playing. I can't even get into this. I'm sorry, bro.
The Giants fans are going crazy though after Jackson Dart has another great game, going 14 of 16, 137 yards and a touchdown. Meanwhile, Russell Wilson, the guy who will probably be starting at the beginning of the season, goes 4 for 7, 108 yards. He did have an interception. Shador was out yesterday, so they brought in my guy from Oregon, Dylan Gabriel. Goes 13 of 18, 143 yards and an interception as the Browns beat the Eagles 22-13. And Ashton Genty makes his debut. Oops, there we go. As the 49ers beat the Raiders 22-19. Genty has 7 carries, 33 yards, and a touchdown. He ran over a dude. Let's just put it to you this way. He put a hit stick on this dude, and he reminded me so much
Derrick Henry.
of Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, he's very much got a running style like Marshawn Lynch, but it's preseason, bro. Again, you can't tell. I don't even know the guy he ran over. I can't even read his name. It's actually Lenore. Okay, well, that's he did put a hit stick on him. That highlight's been all over social media since yesterday, man.
It was. All right, so let's get into some fantasy football action here. Let's do this. Fantasy football is right around the corner. Of course, everybody's going to be doing their drafts here pretty soon. We have some of the guys that you might consider drafting. Now, it always depends on what selection you have. Usually, there's a group of 12, right? And if you're in that middle draft, you're kind of screwed, like I was last year.
Yeah.
But anyways, I ain't.
Whatever.
But here are your number one, or here are your top 10s right now. So your number one overall pick in all the pre-drafts is Jamar Chase, wide receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals. He is going to be probably the number one pick around everybody's fantasy board. Number 2 is Bijan Robinson from Atlanta. They figure that he's going to be doing a lot of running game. He's going to be your top running back for the fantasy football season. Another top receiver is our very own CeeDee Lamb at number 3. Number 3 projected spot is CeeDee Lamb. What do you think? What's wrong?
So far I think they got it wrong. To be honest
Why?
with you,
How do you feel that? Okay, all right, give me yours. Give me.
Look, I put Jamar Chase up there in the top 3 for sure. Absolutely for
number
sure.
1.
But Bijan, the first running back off the board, I disagree with that, man. I think Saquon probably should be the number 1 guy drafted this year.
You would think that, but they're thinking that Saquon may have a little, not a down year from last. As far as like yards and carries would go, they're probably thinking that he maxed out pretty hard last year. This year he may dip down just a little bit, but he is the according to this, he's the 4th running back to take, because you got Jahmyr Gibbs, you got Achenko, and then Saquon Barkley.
You're saying Pacheco?
Achenko.
Oh, I
the
thought you said
dude.
Pacheco.
No. The dude out of Miami. What's his name?
Yeah. I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. I didn't follow anything, man. As far as
Jahmyr Gibbs out of Detroit.
Makes sense.
That's a good one.
That makes sense.
Achane, the dude from Miami.
Yeah, you got the name right, but how are you going to say that that's going to be one of the top backs taken when
because my guy Tua Tagovailoa.
Look, he hadn't even taken a snap, and he hadn't even taken a handoff yet in the NFL, and we're already saying this guy's going to be the number 2 guy in fantasy football for running backs. Get out of here, bro.
Your another go-to receiver that you can draft is Justin Jefferson out of Minnesota. He's a I mean, he's a stud. You could pick him every year,
Yeah.
and he's going to put up points for you. The weird part is that I'm guessing people are still believing in him, but Christian McCaffrey is high on this list.
Well, he's coming off an injury-riddled season last year. They're expecting him to bounce back and be the guy, which, what's crazy about it is I drafted him number one with the number one pick last year overall and didn't even really get to use him in the entire season. And I still won, just saying.
Yeah.
But he probably does have a bounce-back season.
We'll have to
Catches
see
a
him.
shitload of passes out of the backfield. It's a lot of points, man.
We just talked about him, but Raiders running back Ashton Genty, he is high up there at the number 12 pick, probably around the 5th or 6th running back to take during this draft. So it's going to be very interesting. The first quarterback that I'm seeing on here, I know a lot of people stay away from the quarterbacks, but
Josh Allen.
is Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow from Cincinnati. Yeah.
They got that wrong too, bro. I'm sorry.
Who do you
I'm a
feel-
big fan.
we know the rule that quarterbacks, we kind of draft them around 3rd or 4th round, maybe 5th. Who do you feel will be the number one quarterback to get
Josh
drafted?
Allen will be the first quarterback off
Josh
the board.
Allen.
Of
What about
course.
Lamar Jackson?
He won't. No, it'll be like 4th round, 5th round. Look, quarterbacks, like you said, you can get them late in the rounds, but if you are going to take a guy that's consistently going to get you a shitload of points every week, like, yeah, he's a good quarterback, but Burrow's not going to run for 150 yards in a game. Burrow's not going to rush for 3 touchdowns in a game. Josh Allen is the guy that you draft. If you want to get a quarterback early and you want to justify taking a high pick with a quarterback, you take Josh Allen. It's just, I don't know what else you need to say about that.
I was watching the Raiders and 49ers last night, and they showed a picture of Tommy Boy, old
Yeah.
Tom Brady, and I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, I see some similarities.
He is slowly maturing or morphing into an Uncle Baby Billy.
Go outside, nerd. Yeah, go.
Look at
I
that.
ain't got time to be distracted.
That
by your voice
is.
to chime
I
in.
saw that. I was like, oh my god. He
Looks
is turning into Uncle Baby Billy.
He's looking kind of like Fire Marshal Bill. All right,
Suck a old man's dick.
oh my god.
Yeah, he's slowly morphing into Uncle Baby Billy. It's crazy. But
That's
yeah,
rough.
he does look rough.
Still
He does
Tom
look
Brady's rich as
He's
shit.
still
So.
Tom Brady, but yeah, there you go. All right, let's move on to the Major League Baseball. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, our Rangers lost another one. Bad. They lost they lost 14-2 to the Blue Jays, which Blue Jays are a really good team. Let's give them the credit that they deserve. But it was so bad that they brought Rowdy Tellez out to pitch, and of course he gave up a home run. Dude, I have a feeling the way that this Rangers team is playing, they lost 8 of the last 9 games. It's over, bro.
Yeah, when I said that I thought they'd win the division, they were hot, man. They were on a roll. Look like Dookie now.
Yeah. But a team out in the National League is setting on fire. And that is the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah,
They
bro.
extend their win streak to 14 games with a 6-5 victory over the Reds. They actually came back on this one.
Yeah.
And this is now the franchise record for them, and it puts them having the best record in the major leagues at 78-44. Bro, this Brewer team's for real.
Look, man, I take on underdog all the time. I load my lineup with Milwaukee Brewer players. I took Christian Yelich the other night to hit 2 home runs. This dude hit 2 home runs in one game.
No one's really talking about Christian Yelich, which is amazing.
Well, it's because their whole lineup is stacked, bro.
Yeah.
Just their whole lineup is stacked. Have you seen? Because every single guy in that lineup can go yard. They also got really good pitching, man. They have Peralta. I think what the other guy's name is. He's like I can't think of what his name is off the top of my head, but they got 2 or 3 guys in that rotation that can shut out anybody on any night. But the scary thing about them is just that lineup, that hitting lineup. Oh my god, bro!
Yeah, let's
Adam Vaughn, and you got a solid lineup, bro.
let's go back to the
Andrew Vaughn.
Rangers. Let's go back to the Rangers. As much as I hate to talk about them right now,
Yeah,
is it time for Boats to leave?
no, man, it's not Boach's fault, dude. It's
Yeah, there's been some Boach movements during this losing streak that he's made, especially bringing Rodriguez out from the bullpen, knowing that he's been rocked the past 2 games, and he still brings him out. And guess what happens? He gets rocked again.
that's
The lineups, it's just not there, and leaving Marcus Simeon in the leadoff role is just terrible. He finally moved him down to the 6 hole, and guess what? Marcus Simeon hit a fucking home run.
yeah, which he doesn't do that very often, but. Yeah, I don't blame Bochy, man. He's just moving pieces, trying to get something, some kind of spark, get something alive. Look, you're not getting the kind of pitching you need from Evalde. Your studs, your guys that were throwing early in the season, having good games. They haven't really been performing all that well. And again, it's the same thing we've said week after week. The lineup cannot put it all together. They cannot reel off singles here and then a stolen base here and then a home run here. They just don't do it. They
don't talk about playoffs.
Yeah, I thought they were going to make a push, man, and they looked good for a couple weeks there, but now they look bad.
Don't bet against me.
Listen, I've always been a Brewers fan, so
Yes, you have, absolutely. All right, let's talk about it. Trump and Putin meeting ends without a concrete deal. Imagine that. They were just there shaking hands.
listen.
Clapping to
This
each other.
this war would have never started if I would have been president, even though it has started, and I've done nothing to stop it. It never would have started. Sleepy Joe,
Damn Sleepy Joe.
let it happen. I blame Ukraine.
Yes, Trump did give the meeting a 10 out of 10. However, they did not come up with a deal. He said he plans on meeting Zelensky later on this week and hopes that they can get this done. But we decided to ask the man himself to come on to the podcast to explain how the meeting went. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome to the Sports Bros podcast, number 47. It's great to be back on the Sports Bros podcast. It's been 2 weeks in a row, and I'm sure that your ratings have just gone skyrocketed to the roof. I'm telling you, boys.
Speaking of the roof, sir, since we have you on the show, I was wondering, what were you doing on the roof of the White House the other day?
Well, there's a big UFC fight coming up at the White House, so I was adding more seats to the top of the roof of the White House so we can have viewers that sit on top of the White House. Have a perfect view of the octagon, I think they call it, the octagon. And it's going to be
Got 8
tremendous.
sides.
We're going to have a lot of people at the south lawn of the White House during UFC. And so I was just on the roof trying to get some stadium lights installed and a couple of other VIP seats, as they call it. It's going to be tremendous when the fight happens. It's going to be one of a kind.
Wow. Do you mind if I ask? I got to ask you because there's been a lot of talk in the media about it, and I don't want to make you uncomfortable. I don't want to make you upset, but I have to know, are some of the things you've been doing here lately an attempt to possibly distract from the Epstein files?
Are we seriously going back to the Epstein files? I mean, a lot of things have happened this whole week. Lippy Keith, I don't know if you noticed that we had a great meeting with Vladimir Putin. We had a great meeting in Alaska. We went by Sarah Palin's house. She cooked us some moose burgers, and we had a great time with her. She's a fun gal. I'm telling you, a very fun gal, and it's tremendous. I can't stop thinking about how. Anyways, what was your question again?
I just, I was just making sure that you weren't pulling some stunts, with this. Like
I
shutting
was
down-
definitely pulling something with Palin, and
Okay.
it was tremendous. I'm telling you that. And anyways, no, I don't even remember what your question was. So
Okay.
let's move on.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and move on. So let's talk about your meeting in Alaska with Vladimir Putin. Can you get us some details on what went down there? Well, I clapped. I applauded him when he came off the plane. As you saw, I clapped for him. He met me. I wasn't gonna walk. He walked towards me, and I said, "Great to see you. I love it. Alaska's so much snow, so many mooses. Have you ever seen a moose, Vladimir?" And he said, "Yes, Mr. Trump. We have moose in Russia too," which I didn't know. I didn't know they had mooses in Russia. It's crazy. And then I said, "Are they like the bears, right? They've always said, if you had a moose, I name it Tremendous. I would name my moose Tremendous."
Wow.
And so we went into the building and we talked about Ukraine. And we have not sort of a concrete deal right now, but we have a verbal agreement. And I'm going to talk to Zelensky. I hope he brings the cards this time. Because last time he doesn't have the cards, he didn't have the cards, and I hope that he really found himself and he brings the cards this time. All right.
I just one last question, and then we know you're a busy man. You got a lot of meetings and things going on. Do you think it's a good idea to be bringing the National Guard into these democratic states, these democratic places, and DC? Do you think this is a good move?
Well, I'll tell you. I thought that maybe I can handle the crime rate in DC during the Biden administration. They really got it so terrible. It's so bad in DC with the crime rates during the Biden administration. It's so terrible, and it's gone rampant. To be honest with you, and there's nothing that the DC cops can do. So the only thing that I could do is to get these monsters off the street is to call the National Guards. And like I said earlier, we're gonna have a big fight coming up at UFC, and we gotta stop the crime in order for people to show up at UFC, White House. It's gonna be tremendous, and I feel like this is a way to let people know that crime stops here. We do not like crime. We don't appreciate crime, and crime needs to be stopped. Just like that guy, the dog with the trench coat. What was his name?
McGruff.
McGruff. That's right. I love McGruff. Just like McGruff said all the time, stop the crime. Even though he was naked under that trench coat, I had a little bit of problem with McGruff, but great guy, and he always wanted to stop crime. I'm a lot like McGruff, except I love trench coaches as well.
Okay.
All right. Well, there you go. So, all right. Well, sir, thank you for coming on to the show. We know that you have a lot going on, and look forward to hearing from you. Well, boys, as always, I love the Sports Bros podcast. And, when UFC White House starts rolling, I'm definitely want to have you guys be there in attendance. It's going to be absolutely tremendous. And can't wait for UFC White House. It's going to be absolutely tremendous. I've heard Conor McGregor, my guy, Conor, he's a great guy. He's my guy. He wants to be honored in fighting at the White House. So I told him, of course, Connor, I love it. So we'll have to wait and see. But I got to go, guys. Meet the Press is about to come on. And I got to tweet about them because I'm sure they're going to be spewing fake news. Party coming out.
Ah, man. I really wanted to ask him who he would take number 1 overall in a fantasy draft.
Oh, we did forget about fantasy. I bet he would say Tua. That's his guy. Tua.
He loves Tua.
He loves Tua.
He loves Saquon too, though.
He does love Saquon. Yes.
Just saying.
All right, here we go. The funnest segment of all time.
The funnest.
sit back as CC brings you some of the funniest videos of the week. Take it away, CC. Is that any better?
Yeah, it's actually not bad this time.
All right, look at
Yeah,
there.
it was better.
All right.
2 years into it.
This
Nailed
is the favorite part of the show, CC's wild ass videos. It's becoming one of the most popular segments of the Sports Bros podcast. If that tells you anything,
it. The people
good.
love it.
People love it. Have you ever seen? I know you haven't, but this is RoboCop in Bangladesh.
Oh God!
This is greatness. Watch this. Throw it down that crater.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
You're RoboCop, man. So great.
You're like the Tin Man fighting somebody.
We have all had a bucket of beer. You know, when you go to a sports bar or a bar in general and you got a group of buddies, you guys order a bucket of beer, right?
Yeah.
Well, this lady literally took that. This obviously was her first day. Take a look.
Oh,
Obviously, that's her first day.
Jesus. man.
Oh man, I love it. The next one here is, you know, these poor guys. You know, Mario, Luigi, all these cartoon characters. You know, this economy is really affecting their pay, and they have to go stoop down to the levels of. Well, let's just see what Luigi's up to now.
Oh God.
Girl, when I break you off, I promise that you won't wanna get off.
Oh,
Damn. This is the crime I'm talking about in DC.
he's an illegal. He's from Italy. He's illegal. Let's get him out of there. Let's get that illegal out of there. Look what he's doing. He's causing traffic.
He's
causing
selling
traffic.
mushrooms.
He's causing traffic.
Oh,
Look at him. Yeah. So
That's good.
be careful when you go on these like trips around the world. I mean, you may get lost. This poor guy, Matthew, is a perfect example.
Matthew, be careful, it's slippery right there, sir. Jesus Christ! Come back, Matthew! Oh, God. Matthew, God. Rebecca, you can't see Matthew? Oh, Jesus. Tell Matthew to come back.
Matthew, he gone. Oh,
Matthew,
no. Rebecca,
Oh,
can you
my-
see Matthew? No? Oh, no.
It's
Matthew
okay.
gone. Matthew gone.
Damn.
I'm just going to play this one here for you.
I'll pronounce you husband and husband. Gay.
That's it?
Oh, you didn't hear the ending?
Uh-uh.
Oh, let me play
I'll
it.
pronounce you husband and husband. Gay.
That's good. That's good.
These 80s, these 90s commercial back in the day, when when we were kids watching it, we thought it was so cool. But then you look at it as an adult, it's like totally something different.
Check this out. I got Tommy in the hole. I got him been down in the mud. Want some candy? Sure. You can get your brother for telling your mother, or use him to get back at the girl who flirts with Jack. Listen, I got my best friend after school. Nice shade. I dare you. Change my mind. Flirt squirting all the time. Look out! Flirt squirt, squirt guns in disguise.
Oh, Jesus.
There's a new term to flirt squirt now. But yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Flirt squirt.
It's a good time back in the 90s, bro.
Another rough one here. It just I bring these up because if anybody thinks that they have a rough day, just know that somebody out there has it rougher than you. Case in point.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available, with 22 kilograms of baggage included.
Bro.
But now, with Jet2 holidays, package holidays you can trust. Abtranational protected.
Times are tough, man.
Times are tough. I mean, she had to get a new battery, obviously, at AutoZone.
These electrical vehicles. They're good. Wow.
Oh man, you ever seen the new sport that's raving is Bluetooth boxing? Have you ever seen it?
Mm-mm.
Here's Bluetooth boxing. Got him with that right, man.
He did, yeah. He walked right into it.
He walked right into it.
Oh my gosh.
This poor lady, she's just trying to learn the English language. Let's see how this goes.
Nutella, Coca-Cola Light, Coca-Cola, Springless, English, Netflix,
Got it.
Netflix, 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 Netflix,
Hey.
Netflix,
There you go.
Pepsi, Pepsi, Pepsi. Señora, véndame un Pepsi. Señora, véndame un Pepsi. Señor, véndame Pepsi, Pepsi, Pixie, Cola Pepsi, TikTok, Kentucky Chicken, Kentucky Chicken, KFC, KFC.
Huh? And that's why we gotta. This is gonna be the new test for all the illegals that want to come over to the United States. They gotta pass this test. They gotta say Kentucky Fried Chicken, not cunt fried chicken, whatever she said. I don't know.
Netflix.
Netflix. And finally, whew, this is real, folks. Enjoy.
My name is Nathaniel. I live in a small rural town in Texas. And when you last saw me a decade ago, I was in an intimate relationship with my car chase. Morning, baby. Our handsome man. Love you, baby. It was love at first sight. His body and then his interior and everything just together just seemed to fit. And I just felt an instant connection. I just absolutely love Chase. If something were ever to happen to Chase, my heart would just stop. I just have to gather myself here. I'm sorry for all that. Unfortunately, Chase is no longer a part of my life. I still think about it a lot, and it breaks my heart he's not here. I felt like he deserved better. So this is where I keep a lot of Chase's mementos. The bedroom is just a special place, and I felt like that was the perfect place for him, and nice to have him close to me. The blanket's special to me because it's got a lot of his good pictures on it. Just cute stuff like him getting a bath and us together. It's just, you look back and you just don't realize the thing.
Bro. I kept the gasoline filler tube for personal reasons.
There's another fantastic installment. There's two things I took away from that. Number one, unfortunately, he's from fucking Texas.
I know. Yeah.
Number two, his car was a guy.
Yeah.
Gay?
Oh man, look. You know what I took away from that is that I gotta start treating my car better.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I
Maybe
mean?
that's what it is. You're just, treating your car like it's a car. Maybe every once in a while, if you stuck your pecker in the gas tank, you may appreciate it more.
I hope so.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I've been fucking this car for no reason.
Wow.
That was a very weird way to end the show, but
Yeah, it was.
whatever.
We've had weirder. I want to thank everybody for tuning into the show today. Thank you. Sorry you had to witness that. Also, I want to thank 47 for coming on for this. I don't know what for. He really didn't get anything done. But anyways, there you go. If you'd like to donate to the show,
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it. If you want to donate to the show, Cash App. Not even just thank you guys so much, very much, for tuning in. Next week, we'll be getting into more shenanigans as usual. Until then, hope you guys have a great week. And Keith, with that said, got anything else?
No, man. Let's go watch some baseball and hang out.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that myself. All right. Well, with that said, go ahead and send us on home, my friend.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Sports Bros.
Never ever forget, guys, you can't run, but you can't hide. Unless you are an illegal trying to say Kentucky Fried Chicken.
And that's a flavor.
Ridiculous, I'm telling you. All right, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you guys next weekend. Adios.
Later.